Welcome everyone to this webinar. I think no one here has heard of me before, and I like to use a strategy here. Just make sure that you remember me, and I like to use a very powerful image. And the image I like to use is this one. As you can see, The Godfather. You will remember the famous Don Corleone. So if you have seen The Godfather and you remember Don Corleone, you will remember the presenter today. And as you see, I put here the Corleone family tree, and you see I'm involved in this, and you can see me with the famous T-shirt of Don Corleone. But all jokes aside, as Jessica said, I am a bachelor in social communication, post-graduation in business management, working at IBM for more than 12 years now. And I have a blog where I write some things related to project management, risk management, and emotional intelligence, and also a Facebook page where I share some important information related basically to project management. And also, of course, I have my LinkedIn profile, so feel free to add me there. I'm Brazil, but currently I'm living and working in Brno in the Czech Republic, so very far away. And through experience as a project manager, I have managed projects from many countries like United States, Canada, Australia, Japan, Mexico, many countries in Europe. So you see that the global concept here is really interesting. A Brazilian guy that now lives in the Czech Republic, managing projects from all around the world. So it's very, very interesting and a very good opportunity. When we talk about challenges and opportunities of global projects, we are talking about some challenges that are specific to projects that we manage on a daily basis of every project, like, for example, leadership, communication. But at a global project, we need to be we have to be we have to be more proactive when we're talking about leadership, communication, because it's harder when we talk about global project. We have a challenge of course of language skills, communicating in different languages, even time zones and holidays can impact global projects. And of course, for example, the work culture of all different people from different countries also can impact global projects. This is, of course, my view, my perspective here throughout my experience managing global projects. I'm pretty sure that there are professionals here that would have even more challenges and more opportunities and would be able to add, of course, to this presentation. But this is really my view of what I've been experiencing for the past 7-8 years, in this global environment. So I will talk through some of these challenges and talk about some opportunities that we have. Of course, first we have to talk about globalization because everything really started with the globalization. Obviously, without it, I would not have the opportunity that I have today to manage global projects, being a Brazilian professional, living in Europe, and working with project team members from all around the world. So, and the globalization here is really just a social and economic process that the objective is to establish integration between people, between companies, and between governments that exchanges ideas. We have the financial and commercial transactions, and also culture of many countries is presented to all, which is very interesting. So this is the first step to be able to manage global projects. We have global projects now because we have the globalization. And another interesting thing is really what is a global project? It is a global project a project that the project manager has to put the world in our bags and just move with it. Maybe sometimes that's what happens, but realistically, projects are projects. Okay, so they are unique, they are temporary, they have a beginning and they have an end. To me, the main characteristic that when we talk about global projects is that we are talking about working almost 100% of the time with virtual teams. So, and they are spread all around the world. So, I managed for a little bit more than 5 years projects for a customer in North America that included United States in Mexico, basically. So, and even in this globalization era, let's say like this, it was a little bit different for my customer to have a project manager that was not in their location or in their country. So it was very interesting to see, a Brazilian guy managing projects in North America with the customer, throughout the time, showing the qualities as the project manager, and gaining trust and gaining confidence for the customers. And with that, the challenge that I faced initially changed to an opportunity, and the confidence that made the customer really not care about where I was physically. So I think the main characteristic here when we talk about global projects is that we are working 100% of the time, almost 100% of the time, with virtual teams spread around the world. And also, I managed a global computing program around IBM, and this concept of global really expanded because I managed projects in many countries in Europe, like Switzerland, Spain, Portugal, Germany, France, and countries like Australia, Japan. And also, I worked with professionals from other countries as well, like Costa Rica, Argentina, Poland, Hungary, Malaysia. So it's really all of these people together to achieve one unique goal in the project. So what we have is that these global projects, we are really focused on the qualities of the professionals and the experience of the professionals. Really, it does not matter so much where you are physically. So this is really important to mention. And now starting to talk a little bit about the challenges that we face on a daily basis. Of course, leadership is a challenge for each and every project, but for global projects, it's a little bit more difficult because here I think the leadership is really related to trying to create a vision about